Students, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Wait a second, I will just make it from the beginning. So now there are different kinds of presentations, okay? So basically now you're a student, okay? And when now you're in the fifth semester, another more three more semesters are there, okay? So here I have just prepared one PPT about effective academic presentations. Okay, now can also you can make some changes and give some other presentations. Okay, so what is effective academic presentation? So first point is to prepare, then practice and deliver. Okay, so these people have again started coming late and they will disturb the class. That's what they do. Wait a second. Just a second. This one is waiting in the lobby. Okay, this one. These people. I think I should unlock the meeting, okay? Okay. So here you can see that you have to prepare first. Can you see clearly, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
There's a problem with this. So then the guidelines, okay, then how to like mainly you prepare in PowerPoint, then there's some guideline, then some hands-on, okay. Hands-on means you have to practice, okay, practice in your laptop, in your desktop, in labs whenever you come to the university, okay. So more you practice, the more grip you have over it, because if your content is not that good, okay, and if you have not prepared a very nice presentation, then while you say, then also the confidence shakes. Okay, you are not able to properly deliver your presentation. Okay, so now see here, I'll share this, okay, with your group, in your group. So presentations, many people are nervous about talking in front of an audience. That is the common problem, okay? We discussed about it, right? You may need to give presentations as a part of academic requirements first, okay? So, I need to make someone a co-host, you know, this is so disturbing. I don't understand. Participants. So now, as a part of academic requirement in seminars, have you given seminars? Anyone? Conferences for paper presentations? In tutorial sessions, okay, like I am giving you a presentation now, okay, like I am teaching you, right? Tutorial. Yes, students? Are you able to clearly hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the next point, at the assessment of sponsored research consultancy projects. So while you go to a job, okay, while you enter a job, okay, then you might have so many projects to, present. And how will you explain the work that you have done? Okay, so PowerPoint presentation. So these are the requirement. How, when do you need to give a presentation? You must know, okay. Sometimes it is not required, sometimes a lecture is enough, but presentation is to show those facts and figures and the work that you have done, to present that. Okay, presentation means presenting your work. Okay, that's something that you have done. So it's required as a part of academic requirement in seminars, conferences, then in tutorial sessions, or as a part of projects. Okay, then building confidence through preparation and practice is really important. Okay, so the more you practice, as I said, it will build up your confidence. Okay, so you can prepare any kind of PPTs. Okay, and you check all the features that are given. Okay, so that when can you use them, when can you use them, and when can you actually implement them to make your PowerPoint presentation look very nice. Okay, then giving presentation is an important skill. Okay, so Livika, are you there now? Livika, can you hear me? Am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am.
Okay, so I have started, I've started one, this presentation skills I'm going to finish it today actually. So this is, I'm discussing, I have prepared one separate PPT for it. So how to deliver, okay, how to deliver and how to create the presentations, okay. So this is what is going on in the class right now. So can you see, Livika? Effective presentations. Please respond. I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
Okay, okay. So this is what is going on in the class, huh? So outline is this. So we need to practice and how to create, and there are some guidelines. So we were talking about these points, okay? So how to present. So this is required in academic presentations and projects and tutorial sessions. So many people like, ma'am, I can't see anything. Keyhole, Prabhojyoti. Why? Others can see? Please confirm me once.
Yes, ma'am. You can see.
So I don't know then why he can't see. Network problem? Oh, kiba network problem hola ko? I don't know. Others can see, na?
Yes, sir, it's visible, ma'am.
Visible, right? Huh. Okay, I will share it, Dhruva, don't worry. I'll share it. You just listen now. I'll share it in the group. So then giving last point, okay? Last point, everyone please see. Giving presentation is an important skill, okay? So this is why we have this topic, presentation skills, okay? This is the quality that you need to develop. This is a skill that you need to develop within yourself by our training. Through our training, you must develop this skill to get into that whenever you enter into the professional life, whenever you are giving presentations, you should develop this kind of skills. Okay, so next point, that is going too slow today. Okay, if I do it like this, is it okay? Tubo, can you see now? Others can see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So three important stages. Okay, now what happens in a presentation? Okay, first you prepare the presentation, then you practice, okay, then you give. Like as I said, prepare, practice, deliver. It is all about that, and the more you do it, the more good it is. Okay, the more nicer a presentation you can give. Okay, so these are the three important stages. Then preparing a presentation. Now, how to prepare? Okay. So the main objective you have to know, why are you giving this talk? Okay, why, what is the content? Okay, so you have to think about it, right? Suppose you are going to give, I don't understand. I gave the message. When did I give the message to join the class? Tem? Tem Azad? Can you hear me? Tem, Azad, are you there? Others can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So why have you joined so late? Whenever I share the link, please join the class, everyone. So the objective, okay, listen to this very carefully, that you must know why you are delivering a talk, okay, first point. Then, who is your audience? Who will you be talking to? Like, if, as I said, that if you are speaking on a topic about civil engineering and all the people sitting in the room doesn't have any idea about that topic, so do you think there is any point of giving that presentation in front of that crowd? Suppose they are not even closely related to engineering. Yes or no? Students, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
what did I say? Suppose the audience doesn't know about the topic, so is there any point of giving that presentation in front of that audience? What happened?
No, it
No, ma'am.
will not be effective.
Obviously, it will not be appropriate. So, how much do they know about the subject already? So, you should know that suppose you are sitting in front of experts, okay, like you are among your teachers. Now, you don't have to start from the basic things. They need to know what you have done about this topic, what you want to present. They did not know. Now you are telling someone, suppose of an English background, you need not explain them the basics of grammar and then start it, right? So you must know that how much the audience has known about the topic. Now what new you are going to present, okay? Then what effect do you want your presentation to have? So that thing you should always, you can plan it prior to the presentation, okay? You have to plan it. पहले ही ये decide कर लेना है, ठीक है, कि how the people will react and what kind of reaction do you want, okay? So that has to be decided previously. Not at that point of time you cannot think or plan anything, okay? So next. As you can see here, this is number 1 point, okay? In number 1 objectives, you have to take care of these points, okay? Why are you giving this talk? Who you will be talking to? How much do they know about the subject already? And what effect do you want your presentation to have? Okay. So then is limitations, okay? Now limitations will be like how long have you got? Okay, so the time factor comes here, okay? So you have to know that. Do you have to follow a certain format? You have to know that, okay? You have to know that do you have to follow a certain format or not? Is there a dedicated format given to you or not? Okay, where will you be giving your presentation? Okay, where will you be giving your presentation? In a auditorium room, or how much people are there? So you must think about it, okay? You must think about it and then only prepare, because if there are 100 people, 200 people, then obviously you will be giving it in an auditorium, or is it a classroom, or is it an open place, okay, you want to give. Then can you change the room around to suit your preferences? So if you are not comfortable, is there any arrangement for the particular presentation, okay, if you want to change it? Any questions here about limitations? Can you all hear me? Any voice breaking,
Yes,
something? Yes or no? What
no, ma'am.
happened to the students of civil engineering 5th semester? Why are you behaving like this today? Because Suraj is absent, you all have decided to Keep quiet. Only he is responsible to speak or what? What happened to you all?
No, ma'am.
I will, I will share this recording with your mentors. Huh? They will talk to you. Concentrate on the class properly. Even if I'm asking something, please respond. Then number 3 point, main points. Okay, so you have to decide on your main points, like where you will be talking much about. Okay, no more than 3 points in a 10-minute talk. Suppose your presentation is about of 10 minutes or 15 minutes, then you should only give 3 points. Okay, so you can elaborate those 3 points and then you can speak about them. Is there a logical connection between these points? So you should think that are they interrelated or not? You cannot divert from the topic. Okay. What evidence can you produce to support your points and make your case clear? Okay. So what evidence can you produce to support your points? Like if someone asks you a question, so you have to defend it. That if they said you have said this thing in here, but we know that this point is like this, so you have to say that yes ma'am, there is something behind this. So the knowledge is very important. Okay, so the main points knowledge, 3 points you make, okay, in a 10-minute talk. Okay, then see the connections between them and be informed about the topics very much. Okay, all the points you must take in consideration. Yes, students, clear about main points?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the beginning. Okay, how to begin your presentation. First, you briefly introduce yourself. Okay, you need not go on and on about your introduction, just your name, if you're a student now, the semester, okay, and your course, that much. Okay, how, what you means, it is not an interview, it is like suppose an in-house presentation, you can mention this. Suppose you go out of ADTU and you're giving a presentation, you can just briefly introduce me, just in a minute you can finish it. Okay, like my name is this uh, XYZ, and I have passed my civil engineering from ADTU, and this much experience I have got, and I have the skills, and my interests are traveling, singing. So this much in short and crisp in 1 minute. Okay, so that much is enough for the presentation introduction. Then let them know if you are going to take questions as you proceed or invite discussion at the end. So keep it as a close-ended or open-ended. Okay, so if you are delivering the presentation and after that if someone asks you a question and you are surprised that, oh, I was not ready for it, just let them know that this is an open discussion. Okay, you are going to have a discussion after you finish. Okay, so that people can prepare. Okay, if they go through your PPT, they can ask you several questions. Okay, they have some questions in the mind, so they can put it to you, and you will also be prepared. So if you are preparing like that, it is your duty to prepare it prior to the presentation. Okay, you will need to gain the audience attention. So this is obviously a very, very common thing. Okay, that no one feels you should not feel left out or unwanted on the stage, right? So obviously you have to do your best to grab the attention of the audience, because if people, yeah, you might continue for like an hour like that, okay, in the stage, but that is not a successful presentation. Okay, because we see such presentations, okay, that people are telling, and the audience sometimes they sleep. So yes, these kind of presentations are there, but obviously that is not a very good presentation. So to grab the audience attention, you must think carefully how you will introduce your topic first. Okay, so that interest actually hits on the first note. Okay, the topic has to be introduced. Okay, on the first note you have to introduce your topic and grab the attention immediately. Okay, so that the next points that you have to say, the audience actually sits and listens to you. Yes, students? Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we are clear.
Okay. Next point. Who is this? Pinch. I can't believe you people. I don't know if you know this or not, but you are going to have an examination for this subject, huh? And this kind of people who are joining at 10:30, I'm going to put up their names today. And you can give me excuses about network, okay? I'm also having network issues, but I'm fixing it somehow. So next point is you may want to give an outline of the structure of the talk so the audience know where it is going. Okay. So after every slide, okay, after every slide that finishes, you can give the whatever was said in a brief kind of a thing. Okay, like you can give the outline. Okay, that this was said about this thing. So from the beginning you can give it. Then actually we know that what is going on the story. Actually when we say a story to someone then we continue but we also repeat the previous contents that okay till now this has happened, okay, because the audience sometimes join late, like you have joined the class late, okay. So of course I have already, you can see the PowerPoint and you can guess that what I am teaching, it is about presentation skills. But sometimes what happens, you should not make the audience lose track, okay, it should be on a track whatever you are speaking. Okay, then comes your now the middle part, okay, this was the beginning part, okay, that what you have to do, okay. So prepare your talk so that you lead the audience to your main points in a logical and interesting fashion. As I said, like if you hit the first note in an interesting manner, you can lead it to a logical point, okay. They will find it interesting and they will sit and they will be ready to listen to you. So then wherever appropriate, you could plan to use examples, anecdotes and case histories. Like examples are very, very important, okay? Because whenever you want to relate with a situation, so if you are given that situation and that same case, okay, or something which has happened like that, so you relate well with it, okay? You connect well. Are you understanding? Yes? Because whenever you give examples it is better that way, okay. Charts and graphs, so everyone has used charts and graphs before
Yes,
in presentations.
ma'am.
So why do you use it? Can
No.
anyone tell me? Some of you have not used, okay. So these are very important, especially for people who are from the technical background, because you have so much of data with you, okay, not only technical, even management or which has a lot of data. How will you present them? You cannot make 100 slides, right? So there is a way of presentation, okay. So these charts and graphs are very important part of a presentation because they actually show the facts and figures in a graph, okay, okay, in a graph, and in that manner you can, someone has a message here, let me see what is that. I can't see, someone has messaged me. Okay, what is the meaning of anecdote? Yes, good question, thank you. Suppose it is like a inspiring story, okay, short story, okay. Anecdote means it's not exactly an example. Are you listening, whoever asked me the question? Yes, no, say something. Is your voice very bad or what, that you cannot unmute? You asked me a question, so okay, maybe you are really not sure about your voice, so you really need some voice modulation classes maybe. So let me give you the answer. It is about for everyone, okay? You can write it down also if you do not know the meaning of anecdote. Anecdote is a short inspiring story, okay? Like just to relate with the situation, just to relate with the topic that you are talking about, okay? Dear students, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, clear? Okay. So these are important examples you have to give when you are preparing a topic. Then charts and graphs are very important for graphical representation. Handouts. Okay, now handouts is something you can decide, will you issue them at the start, in the middle, or at the end. It is like something that you give to have some information. Okay, so you can either give it, or you can give it at any time actually. Okay, so a material, okay, material aid given to a person or organization, like whatever it is in the PPT, okay, some theoretical part, okay, so that if you read that you can relate more. Okay, so he's talking about these things, these are the points. So this handout, yes, you can give it in the beginning, but while in the end also, if they want a handout, like whatever was said, you can give it. Okay, slides, of course, slides are the part of the PPT. Okay, but more lecture, if it is more lecture oriented, then you can keep one slide and talk a very give a very interesting talk. But if uh, you are going quick and the contents, the interesting part of the contents are only in the slides, and you have to use the slides, then you can navigate. Okay, navigate the slides. Then video clips. Video clips are also very interesting. Okay, so whenever related to your topic, if you show a very interesting video clip, it actually grabs the attention instantly, because if someone has lost the interest also, they see the video and the whole thing comes up again. Okay, okay, so students, are you there? Are you listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is a very nice PPT. You can keep it with you, okay, for future presentations. Okay, this will be very helpful if you actually uh, implement these things. You will have a perfect presentation. Okay, now suppose it is related, your presentation is related to culture, or something cultural or historical. Okay, so you related to that, you can also give some artifacts. Okay, artifacts means which actually defines that place, or the topic, whatever you are speaking about. Okay, so if you can do that, so that is something observed in the scientific investigation or experiment, that is not naturally present but occurs as a result of the preparative or investigative procedure. Okay, so while you are experimenting something, you get something out of it, the results. Okay, so in your case, it is not historical or cultural, it is result oriented, so you can also produce that and pass it around. So next point will be, and then when you have written your presentation, look it over carefully from the viewpoint of your intended audience. This is very important. You might think that you have made a great presentation, but through my eyes, if I see your presentation, I might not feel that. Yes? So what you should do, students? Tell me someone.
Yes.
What is the meaning of this? What happened? Huh.
See, eye contact with the audience.
Huh. Yes. So does it meet the objectives? Is the structure as logical as can be? Is the content right for the audience? I have already told you all these things before. Or is it too long? It should not be too long also. Huh? There is one thing, okay? Try to limit your slides to 15 to 20, not more than that, because more than that, actually 10 is enough for some topics, but you can extend it to 15 or 20 maximum. Okay, after that, it really gets how means interesting your topic might be, but you should always value your time and others' time as well, right? Then revise the presentation. That's what you have to do. Then the last I think the point is number 8 point, okay? Preparing and presentation, visuals. So, visuals means prepare your visuals, PowerPoint slides, overhead projector foils, like how it should appear actually. You should take care of that part too, okay? Like projectors, then the slides, if they are okay or not, if they are with good designs, or have you prepared, is there any incomplete slide that you have kept? So it should be visually very looking very nice, okay? It should be a spectacle actually. Make sure they are clear and that any text is big enough, okay? So 24 points, okay? 24 point or larger you can give, because it should be visible, it should be clear, okay? The text that they are reading, at least whatever you are saying that is not that up to the mark, then at least make your PPT like that, that they can at least find out by seeing. If it is too small, then the last bench people, they will not be able to see anything and they cannot make out whatever is going on. Clear about the point? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Practicing a presentation.
To repeat that 7 point.
7 point. Okay. When you have written your presentation,
Point number 7. Yes.
This one. What you want to know? Ask me. I have to repeat it. What happened? What you want
Yes,
to
ma'am.
know?
It's repeat.
When you have written your
Point
presentation,
number 7.
Look it over carefully from the viewpoint of your intended audience. I already mentioned that whoever is sitting there, you must know who are they. Okay. So does it meet the objectives? Like whatever you have prepared, can you relate it to the audience, and will the audience like it or not? Or can you make it interesting or not? Will they find it interesting or not? Okay. Is the structure as logical as can be? Okay. The structure of the PPT have to be logical. You cannot divert from the topic, or it should be valid. Okay. Is the content right for the audience? Now suppose you are giving some presentation on some disease, okay, which is not appropriate for the kids to know, okay? And if there are kids present, you should avoid that kind of contents. Are you getting my point? Understanding what I'm saying?
Yes,
The content.
now it's clear.
Yeah, the content. Is it too long? It should not be too long, because time management is a very important topic, important factor actually in presentations. Okay. Then revise the presentation. Okay. You should revise the presentation. Once it is done, you check it. Check the whole presentation if it is correct or not. Then visuals, as I said, make it large text, okay? 24 points should be the starting point, okay? And some can be smaller, but if there are few audience, but if there are a very huge crowd, which is nowadays Corona time is there, I don't think there will be much crowd. So you should keep it, you can keep it like that, but 24 points is the starting point you should keep, okay? For a nice view actually, because people cannot see otherwise. Practicing a presentation. Now how to practice? First was the, what part I was speaking about? Preparation, right? I was speaking about preparation. Then practicing. Practice giving your talk on your own. Okay, practice giving your talk on your own. Get used to the sound of your own voice. Ideally in a room of the size you will be using. So that means you should practice, okay? You should practice more and more and more. And in your own voice, you should recognize it, how it will look, how it will be, how it will actually sound in a auditorium or in other places, okay? Check how long is your talk. Give a timer, check the time, okay? Or you can see the time that now it is 10:43. So if I'm giving the, okay, I don't have much time today, students. 5 minutes is there. Let me complete it, okay? Quickly. So when you are happy with it, try the presentation out on a friend. Okay, you can also rehearse with a friend. So practicing a presentation, again visuals. Are your visuals effective? Practice using your visuals. Okay. Talking to the audience, not to the screen. You should talk to the audience. Okay. You should take out your laptop and face the audience. Audience means you can just assume that there are audience. Okay. Combine giving your talk with changing the slides. You should also change the slides on your own and talk. So that way only you can gain confidence on the stage. Okay. Script. Unless you are good at reading stories aloud, it is best not to read from a script. It can sound very wooden, and the fact that you are reading it distances you from your audience. Now, one tip I will give you, okay, about presentation. You have to speak in your own words, okay? You cannot be, it's not a newspaper. Your presentation is not a newspaper. You cannot be reading it, okay? So a scripted version is better avoided. If you do that, you think that you're too nervous and you cannot handle the pressure. So you bring a script, but the thing is that that will not help you. It will worsen your presentation. People will think that you know nothing of the topic, okay? So always see the slides, see the content and try to explain it, try to present it in your own words. A far better solution is to write keywords, phrases and facts on index cards. Means you keep some small cards, okay, in the dice, okay. Then you write some keywords, means important words like measurement. You are talking about measurement. You are talking about a bridge. You are talking about a road. So you will instantly remember. Suppose a particular road you are talking about that. Sarajha bridge. You are talking about that. So you write it down. So you will instantly remember what you are about to speak about. Okay. Clear, students?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are few slides left, okay. So what I will do is, in the next class, I will complete it and I will start another topic called goal setting, okay. So today, I think I'll wrap up and quickly take the attendance, huh? And I'll share this in the group. Ma'am, can we, who is this Nabam Takap?
Sure, ma'am.
Ma'am, can we use only one language or not for presentation? Because there is some different listeners also. Okay. I think you can use, but as I said repeatedly, that you have to check on your audience because you do not know how. First of all, you find out if there are listeners or not who cannot understand your language, and if it is there, yes, you can use definitely. Clear, Nabam? 107. My mobile mic is not working. What to do now? I can also, I hope I could have given such experience. Okay, Dhrubojyoti Das, roll number 1. Present or absent? এতিয়া মাতটো ওলাইছে ধ্ৰুৱ?
Present, ma'am.
প্ৰেজেন্ট ক'বলৈ মাতটো ওলাইছে? মাতি থাকোতে ওলোৱা নাছিলে ন?
Ma'am,
মইতো শুনা নাই। Anyways, if I call your name, at least respond, okay? Tabit Tagu.
Present, ma'am.
Mojis Tripura, 64.
Yes, ma'am.
Sharing, 68. Yangjom. আচ্ছা ধ্রুব, ধ্রুবজ্যোতি দাস, are you there? Jahnavi Datta? Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you do me a favor? Collect the attendance, okay, today's. I have taken the print screen. Just collect it, the names, and give in the group right now.